Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Let's go. It is Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Give us that proof of life check-in here at 6:03. It's 64 degrees, a lot of rain, a lot of standing water.
Woo! It is raining.
Yeah, remember Chicagoland, they told you not to shower. Hold off on your showers and flushing toilets as many as possible because they don't want overflow going on with the sewage systems. Now, I saw Lakeshore Drive. I come in that way. The right and left lanes, those far right and far left ones, are like lakes. And they just resurfaced it. I don't understand how the sewers don't work there already because I took a shower. I'm sorry. I took a shower this morning.
Son of a bitch.
I know. I'm not part of. I'm part of the problem, not the solution.
Listen.
Yeah, I just thought I can get one in here, but we're gonna have a lot of rain all day today, and be careful. There was already a huge semi accident at the turn. In fact, Vince checked in from Joliet and said he had to go around that way. He hit that this morning. So imagine that going from Joliet. All the way up toward, let's say, O'Hare, and then came around the Kennedy to go in to run some. I think he's a driver and has to do a bunch of errands, stuff like that. And then, of all days, you hit a semi that jackknifed at the split, and it was closed. Now it's not.
And it's raining.
And it's raining. It's not closed now. But Vince and Joliet, we're thinking about you huge today. So hopefully you got to all your destinations.
I was driving in, and I'm like, come on, Joe Biden. It's your last day, and this is what you do? Unbelievable.
Well,
Unbelievable.
I hope everybody's okay where the truck was. And it's all moving now. It's all wide open. It's all done. So traffic's moving pretty good. We'll give an update as we go along in the morning. But continue on. We have 7:10. We have Clash with Kenzie. We have some tickets for that coming up. Guess the Sound. Kenzie Crimes. All today with Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. And this relates to everybody listening, everybody in the room here, all of us, of doing something that can change your life dramatically for the better. And 39% of us in Chicago did not do that in 2024. So it's something you can do every year, and you can do it today. You can do it this weekend. You can do it any time of the year. And it's something that brings joy and can change your life for the better. 39% of us, so almost half of us in Chicago, did not do this last year. And I hope we do it in 2025.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you think that is?
I think it's stick to your New Year's resolution.
Stick to a resolution. Making some changes.
Yeah, which you've said that many years in a row. Think about how much better your life would be if you had done it.
I'm doing it this year, though.
Oh, amen.
I am doing it this time.
God.
I'm going to really...
The good news is you've never even said that before, so I know you mean it.
I think I probably said that, to be honest. Case, what do you think it is?
Give it to me one more time, please.
So 39% of Chicagoans did not do this year, and it can change your life for the better, make you feel good, and you can do it anytime. It could be, like I said, in the summer, the winter. It doesn't relate to weather. It doesn't relate to really the city you live in either. You could be living in, Joliet, or you could live right downtown Chicago. It does not matter. Almost half of us did not do this in 2024, and I hope more of us do it in 2025.
I gotcha. I think it is spend time on a boat. I did not do that this year, and I feel like my life was worse for it.
See, really, I'm not a boat person. I wasn't on a boat, and I'm happy I wasn't on a boat.
Oh, I love a nice boat.
But
Maybe I'm not meant to be rich. I don't like boats.
Well, it's not being rich. It's about getting on some rich guy's boat.
Yeah, it's about knowing the rich.
I'm like, I don't have it in me. I don't like it.
When's the last time you were on a boat?
At least 2 years ago.
It was pretty good, though, right?
No, I always
Happy
feel
favorite life.
I always feel stuck. I don't like drifting away from the city and being like, I really hope I like these people for the next few hours. I hate it.
It's
I
true.
like to be able to get out.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I want to have a speedy option to get away.
You could jump in the water and swim.
Yeah, no, that's not as fast as I'd like it to be, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I got in the playpen this year, and you know what? You're right. It was great.
Pretty good life.
It was pretty fun.
Put on a little captain's hat, a little flowery Hawaiian shirt. You go, I'm the captain now. It's good life.
Well, that's not what I did, but that's a good.
I don't think you've seen that movie. Have you seen Captain Phillips?
I didn't know that's what the movie was
Okay,
called.
very
No, I've never seen it.
Just so you know, that lion's from an act of terrorism.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Boat's getting hijacked. It's not a happy moment. I feel like you
but
didn't know that.
It's funny when some guy, I'm the captain now. It's
I'm
from
the
the
captain
thing.
now,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very funny.
It's a bad moment in the movie, so you didn't know that.
Well, I don't condone Captain Phillips.
Okay. Well, the Captain Phillips is a good guy.
That sucks.
Wait, does this have to be the movie this week now?
No, he's the good. Let me tell you something. This is like the Darth Vader moment. It's for me.
So this is why we have Case's movie reviews. If you only listen to this part of the show, every Friday at 8, we do a movie review because Case hasn't seen most big movies. Now he's seen a whole bunch of them in this whole year of doing these reviews on Friday.
Yeah.
I don't know if Captain Phillips now needs to be on it because he's heard the line, I'm the captain now from other people, and thinks that's from a good guy.
Wait,
Yeah.
did Kenzie say Tom Hanks is Captain Phillips?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks is Captain Phillips?
Yep.
I had no idea.
Actually, I don't even know if you're going to be able to watch this movie because I feel like you don't have Apple TV.
No. No one has Apple TV.
It's
You're the only one that has Apple TV.
I love Apple TV. Shut up. Obviously, a lot of people have seen that movie because you've heard the quote a million times.
But it wasn't an Apple TV exclusive.
Yes, it was.
It was?
I think so.
No.
They did an Apple TV exclusive with Tom Hanks. I thought that was one of the movies. Maybe it was a different ship movie. He was in a couple.
Well, Castaway. That's a plane
not
movie.
That one. That was not. I realized that was not an Apple TV Plus exclusive.
And that was a plane, but he ended up on an island.
What was the one where he's like a curmudgeon old man, and he tries to kill himself, but then it's like really like a touching movie? Because that was an Apple TV exclusive.
Well, that was Castaway.
No, it's not. He wasn't a curmudgeon old man who tried to kill himself in Castaway.
He wasn't old, but he was curmudgeon-y.
He was curmudgeon,
And
but
he
he was
did-
just rich, and he was on a plane for FedEx or UPS.
He wasn't rich.
Yes, he was.
No, he was not.
He was so rich.
He
That's
was-
why he was like the head of a company.
No, he wasn't. He worked.
crushing
He
it.
was a manager for FedEx. He wasn't a rich guy.
Maybe he was just rich in my eyes. It was a really rough time in my life. He had it all, baby, in my eyes.
God, we're so off track. I don't know if Case is watching Castaway or Captain Phillips Friday.
Well, that's right. He could see Castaway. What is the movie I'm thinking of? Tom Hanks.
Think about it. Think about it. We're up
Old
against
man.
it. Think about it. Old man rich. But, okay.
A Man Called Otto.
A Man Called Otto. I didn't see that
Otto.
movie.
I think Kenzie's the only one that did.
That's not true.
So 39% of Americans have not done this year. That makes them very happy.
They haven't seen A Man Called Otto.
It could have been that. It could have been not being on a boat. It could have been not keeping to your resolutions or whatever you think it is. We'll tell you exactly what that is in 5 minutes. And most of us in Chicago should do this in 2025 to make our lives better.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
All right, time for a fact that makes your brain go. Now, 39% of Chicagoans did not do this in 2024, and it can really improve your life and bring joy. And they didn't do it. Almost half of us didn't do this in this year. Now, we're coming up near the end. 2025, this could be a New Year's resolution, which is what Kenzie thinks it is.
Yeah, I thought it was following/not following your New Year's resolution. Happy, unhappy.
Yeah, and Case thinks it's getting on a boat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Because a
Like
boat,
Captain Phillips.
which got us on a whole side conversation. We have verified that Captain Phillips is I am the captain now and not a good guy who says that. Castaway was not a rich guy who crashed a plane.
I beg to differ.
He was. Go back and watch it again.
I think he was pretty rich.
He was a manager.
Managers make good money.
He probably had a nice salary.
He did. He got that engagement ring for that girl. That's nice.
We probably had a little walking around
He
money.
definitely had walking around money. He had that nice suit when the plane crashed.
Pretty
Okay.
wet beak, if you ask me.
Okay, and then we got
That was
ano-
no Men's Warehouse. I saw that suit.
we got on another Apple TV Tom Hanks movie, which was
A Man Called Otto.
which Kenzie thought Case was thinking of with a a boat or something.
Well,
I'm all
'cause
confused.
I said a curmudgeon-y old man, and you said that tried to kill himself, and you said Castaway, and I said that's not the plot of Castaway.
It isn't, but he's not. All those things happen except for him being old.
Also, the Apple TV exclusive movie I was thinking of with Tom Hanks on a ship, and he's the captain, is Greyhound. There's another one where he's also on a ship, and he's the captain. And so that did happen. I wasn't that insane. I'm sorry, he's a captain, so often it just throws me off.
I'm sorry, did you say you weren't that insane?
I'm not that insane.
Just kind of.
A little bit.
Okay, now let's get to the fact here.
What?
And the thing is that you can do to change your life, bring joy into it in 2025 that you didn't do with 3,900% of Chicagoans in 2024 is make a new friend.
Oh.
Oh.
I want to let that sit for a minute.
Okay.
You have to make a new friend? Like, you have to do it?
Well,
It's not a homework assignment.
you don't have to, Kenzie. You can just keep going along like you are. But 39% of Americans and Chicagoans did not make a new friend in 2024. And 2025, I hope that number goes down. I really do. But then again, you look at it, we go through our lives. You're on social media every day with your friends you already have. And so if you don't see them in person, that kind of fills a gap. You work harder than ever before, maybe a side job in 2024 because you got to do so much to make money to stay alive. Mm-hmm. And do I really need to bring in a new friend at this point of your life? 37% of the people say they've just been in a rut socially. And 26% say their social lives feel repetitive of those people that have been talked about with this. So making a new friend is, but how do you make a new friend?
I mean, it's I guess now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I have made friends. I would say that I haven't, but I suppose looking back, because when I think of a friend, I'm thinking of somebody who's like standing next to me if I get married. But I've still made good friends that I would love to have like dinner with and stuff.
That's what I'll qualify a friend with. We can't
It
say
doesn't need to be your best friend of the entire world all of a sudden, right?
It also can't be a new friend on Facebook or Instagram. That doesn't count.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
I mean, I know people would say it does because I have a real relationship with people you don't know, but I'm saying get socially face-to-face with someone.
I would say, honestly, Brian, not to sound corny, the last time I made a couple new friends is when we went to London because we had some like really kick-ass listeners, and I'm still messaging a lot of them, like Heather and Stormy. Like we have like these like funny little chats going about stuff, and I would consider them friends now.
You know what? I would too. Because
Yeah.
you met them face-to-face. We partied with them for 4 days.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do it. And if you communicate with them now only socially or texting, that's fine. It's still a friend that you saw face-to-face.
Right. It's like sometimes you think it's like, oh, somebody you have to see constantly or whatever. But I mean, they don't live near me and all that kind of stuff. So we're keeping in touch still. So that counts.
Thank you, because now I can count those as new friends of mine too.
Hey, look at all of our friends.
Case, what about you?
Nope. I'm looking through my texts this year. A lot of the same names and faces I've been talking to for a few years now.
Group chats with Brian and not me on it.
That means I'm just texting Brian.
No.
Who was already a friend, I guess, if we can want to count that.
I guess. We've been friends for a while.
I guess so. I mean, when you first got here, I would not call us friends.
Nor would I. A little icy.
Do you guys feel like, am I your friend, Case?
Oh my God, yes, I love you.
Really?
I think you're the greatest.
Wow.
Wow, I don't get that vibe. I don't. This is news to me.
I think you're the best.
Now, do you
Really? Oh my God.
let that sit in for a second?
I'm shocked.
Well, do you consider Case your friend?
I mean, yeah, but I think Case hates me.
Whoa. She said, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
know.
hard.
There's subtext.
It's hard when you like someone and they hate you to be like, we're good friends.
But he doesn't hate you.
I don't know.
What makes you think
I
that?
literally don't. I think you're the greatest. I'm so glad you're in my life.
Case hates me.
I know.
Is that what you got from that sentence?
Yes.
No wonder he got no new friends.
Remember that Christmas card I wrote you last year, Kenzie?
I know, but then I had a baby, and then you were like mad at me for it.
I wasn't mad you had a baby. That's insane.
Wait, no. Case was never mad at you for having a baby.
I'm not. At one point was I mad you had a baby.
You were mad because you're like, this show's really hard when you're not here, and I'm like, well, I'm sorry.
Well, it's a compliment to you.
He's mad.
It is a compliment.
It is, but I was like, the baby's screaming. I'm sorry.
I wasn't mad at you for having a baby. Let the record show.
I think it should show that you were. Takeaway, Case is mad I had a baby.
No.
So you know.
Nope. Well, there we go. We decided whose friends are today. I think.
Brian,
I don't know.
am I your friend?
Yeah, you don't seem sold on being my friend, let alone Kenzie's friend.
No,
Yeah.
I'm your friend, but I definitely, I don't know, it took, what, a
Wow,
year?
that butt came in fast.
Well, I would say maybe, 2 years before I became a friend of yours?
To me?
Yes.
I started working here in 2019. I would say by the end of 2021 we were friends. I think that's a safe assumption.
Okay, so I've known you for a year and 7 months.
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Are we friends yet?
I would say absolutely yes, but I'm afraid of your answer.
What? I like you.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
So we just gave you the fact that makes your brain go. 39%, it's a sad fact, of Chicagoans did not make a new friend in 2024. And I'm just hoping people make a new friend in 2025 because it definitely will change your life for the better. We talked about, Kenzie brought up a great point about the London trip to the Bears game 3 weeks ago, where we met all these new listeners. A couple of them we had known that got the packages, but like Chad is a guy I've known before. He comes to all of our events, great crew member. But all these new people that we met, and I did by the end of the trip, 4 days of being with people face to face. I consider them my friends. I don't know if they do with me, but I consider them my friends.
They're just going to have to deal with it. You're forcing your friendship on them.
I forced friendship on a lot of people.
Yeah.
So that was a thing that work forced us to meet people, which was amazing. But it is hard. Like I said, Megan, we have friends that Megan met through the Bumble BFF, and someone was like, wait, what's that? You mean, is that some kind of sexual swinger thing? I go, no, there's on Bumble where you can meet someone to be your soulmate, where women make the choice on if they answer the guy. It's still like that on Bumble, right? Where the woman decides if they want to talk to the person that reaches out to them.
I believe so.
I never used it, so I don't know.
Wow.
I only used a dating app for like 3 hours one time.
What happened in that 3 hours?
I got cheated on and I felt bad about myself, so I downloaded Tinder, and then like a bunch of people, like, you know how you can like super like?
Yeah.
I got a couple super likes and I felt better about myself and I deleted it.
Maybe those people would have been someone you wanted to talk to.
No, I don't want to do the dating app thing, but it felt better about me after getting cheated on. I'm like, I feel better.
Those poor guys wasted their super likes and you deleted the account.
Doesn't everybody get super likes? Do you only get a certain amount?
You only get a certain amount. You can buy more.
Oh, God.
Well, wait, that was... Okay, let me hold on a second.
Well, when's the last time you were super
I'm not on Tinder right now, but I was on it, I guess, 7 years ago. So that's how it used to work, where you had these super likes you would earn, and then you could buy more. That was their way to have it be a revenue deal.
I see.
I don't know what it is now. I have no idea how they do it now.
Well, what's interesting is there was like, I was living in Minnesota at the time, and the amount of Vikings players on there was unbelievable. I'm like, why are you just on normal Tinder?
So, you know, Jason Kelsey's been in the news the last couple of days for that video of him throwing the phone down of a guy that was trolling him. Mm-hmm. He met his wife on Tinder.
I can't believe they're just using like this normal dating app.
Yeah.
I was like, well, everyone's going to match with you. How do you decide?
And Travis Kelsey, I remember he ball busted him because he put up a picture of him at practice. So it wasn't like just nice pictures. Hey, here's me, picking flowers.
Like, I really am a football player. And like, they have the little verification check marks. You know, you could be like, well, catfish, I get it, but they have verification on Tinder. At least the 3 hours I was there.
Yeah, but Brian, if you were a football player, you would also have a photo of you on the field, because as somebody that was on dating apps as of 2 years ago, most of my profile was, hey, here's me with insert famous band here. You got to flex your muscles a little bit. You got to use the best photos you have.
Case, you're wrong. You cannot do that, because I would be like, I don't know which one of these is him. You can't have group photos on there. That's so confusing.
But I at least had one of just me.
Did you?
I had the
good.
base, yeah. The first picture was just me.
Perfect.
The next 5 were all me and other people.
I hate when people have a bunch of group, like, how am I supposed to know?
I know.
But I don't take photos of myself. I don't have a lot of photos of just me.
You could crop another photo.
It doesn't make my waist look good.
Have you seen people?
Cropping doesn't do me a lot of favors.
You can crop your waist out completely.
Not the way I take
Kenzie
photos.
actually altered my waist in that one picture. I looked really good.
Your profile picture, I gave you a completely different jawline, actually. I inserted a jawline, a different waist.
And a tan. Yeah, it's really good. That's my profile picture right now.
And it made your hair thicker.
Yeah, Kenzie's awesome.
I know, I make great photos.
That's why she's our friend.
Yeah.
Exactly. If anyone's struggling out there, want a better profile picture, send it to me.
Somebody brought up something, Matt the Traffic Man. Forget about this good friend stuff. I need to know what happened to that guy that Brian met at the park, and he sent the hot dog stuff too.
Whoa, all right, let's reset.
Wow, I forgot about that guy.
Well, he'll never forget about you.
Well, it was a guy that I met in the park. He had a kid, and I had my kid, and we were playing, and I said, this guy's cool. I want to be his friend. So I got his number, and I wanted to figure out a way. We talked about this on the air. This is like 5 months ago. Wow. And I got his number, and then what did I send him? What did the listeners tell me to send him as
Didn't
an emoji?
you text him like you up in the middle of the night or something?
I just found the thread here. Yeah, I said you up, and then I sent the hot dogs to the face emoji, or not the emoji, the meme.
Yeah.
And he never answered after that. There's the thread.
He's never answered?
No.
That's uncomfortable. You want to text him again right now? You up?
Not really.
Well, you tried, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy never responded.
Yeah, his name was Steve. I kind of miss him now.
Oh, good guy. Salt of the earth.
Yeah, really.
If you feel sad and rejected, you could download Tinder for like an hour. It always helps.
Use up some poor sucker's super
Yeah,
likes.
get a couple super likes.
God.
With the profile picture I edited for you, you'll feel a lot better.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Well, again, we're talking about the fact that makes your brain go, which is 39% of Chicagoans have not made a new friend in 2024. And we talked about it for the last about 15 minutes or so. And to put a bow on this, we hit up with one of our crew members here, Panda, an amazing guy who shows up at all the events. He's won the Halloween costume contest 2 years in a row.
His costumes are insane.
And he says this: it's easy to meet new friends at Q101 events. You guys and all the crew members are amazing. Love you guys. I've met so many friends that way.
And I would like to say, any of our events, any of the concerts we do, anything like that, if you don't know anybody and you're coming in, you're raw dogging the event, okay? You're coming by yourself. Our events are ones that you don't have to worry about. It is such a loving crowd. You can go places and it's bitchy and it's judgmental. I've been there. That is not what we have going on, okay? It's a welcoming crew of people. I feel that way even about our morning show. Like, we love people. If anybody comes up to me and is like, let's do a shot, I'm like, okay. Like, it's just fun. Okay, if you insist.
No, please don't feed Kenzie 42 shots next time you see her. Like,
Be fun, though.
Be
this
fun.
This is my first Twisted Christmas where I can drink because I'm not pregnant.
That's right. We're speaking about being friends, and we've known Kenzie now a year and 7 months. And we met her, she got married, and she got pregnant.
Ugh. What the hell happened? Gross.
Lot to unpack there.
We never knew single Kenzie, and we never really knew childless Kenzie because she was pregnant for almost the whole time.
Oh, it's a shame.
It is a shame.
It is a shame.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
I do. You fell in love and you got married. Had a kid. So this will be the first Twisted where she can drink at. That's just a funny thing to say. So let's go.
It's going to be... Last year, our boss was very adamant. Kenzie, you have to be at every single night. It's your first Twisted Christmas. You can't miss any of it. I feel like I'm going to go to one night of Twisted Christmas and he's going to be like, you're not allowed to come to any of them. We cannot have you at the event.
You're going to miss the pumpkin show.
You're not allowed to behave like that. So we're just going to have you take the rest of the week off.
Well, she's like puking with, morning sickness in the alley. Unlike the people that are puking from drinking too much at the show. She's going on. By the way, Heineken, a sponsor of Q101's Twisted Christmas this year. White Claw as well.
God bless them.
Yeah, Byline Bank are great people. And just to remind you, it's been extended. If you're new to the show and you're joining in, this is the fun we have. And you can just come to an event alone, and we will party with you. Kenzie will party with you.
Hell yes.
So that Bush ticket price for Twisted Christmas Night 4 with Bush, Bishop Briggs, and Palais Royale is still at a $40 all-in price. It was supposed to end Halloween night at midnight. I honestly think someone made a mistake here. Our people are so good behind the scenes that make all this stuff happen. We just talk about it, but they make it. But I think people are just kind of made a mistake, and the price is still there. Friday 40. That's the password. It still works. For $40 tickets for Friday night, the party night of Q101's Twisted Christmas. Night 1 sold out with Cage the Elephant. Night 3 sold out with Smashing Pumpkins. Some tickets still available for the All-American Rejects, The Maine, Andrew McMahon, and Dexter and the Moon Rocks, which is a mini festival in the middle of Twisted. But Night 4 has the $40 ticket price because we want to make sure the last night everybody's in. Everybody's all in.
Yeah, it's Friday.
See, this is single Kenzie kind of coming out. So So go to Q101.com. Friday 40 is the password to get those $40 all-in ticket prices for Bush. Make sure you are at the party. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Coming up in sports, changes the Bears made after yesterday's or Sunday's debacle. We will tell you. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101 in 2 minutes.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.